your mind wandering costs you more than you realize. Research shows the single biggest predictor of how happy you are at any given moment isn't your income, your relationship status, your health, your career, or the city you live in. It's whether you're actually focused on what you're doing right now or lost somewhere else. Most of life is ordinary. Peak experiences make up maybe 2% of your existence, and the other 98% is Tuesday. Yet we spend that 98% chasing the next significant moment, blind to the quiet experiences happening right in front of us. The ones that actually determine whether your life feels rich or empty. But here's what's really happening in your brain when you miss those moments. Hedonic adaptation, the psychological process where you quickly return to your baseline happiness level no matter what happens to you, is baked into your neural wiring. Think of it like your eyes adjusting to a dark room. Your brain literally dims the good stuff that's always there so you can spot new threats or opportunities. That morning coffee that used to feel like pure joy? Your neural reward system stops firing for it because it's predictable, safe, boring. The novelty wears off and your attention pivots elsewhere. Meanwhile, you're scanning for the next hit of something different, completely blind to the richness sitting right in front of you. 3 months after I started paying attention to my wandering mind, something unexpected happened. I began noticing the experiences that had been hiding in plain sight all along. The ones that research shows can have a lasting impact on our brains and bodies. Between the morning alarm and evening wind down, there are dozens of transition moments. Stepping out of the shower, waiting for the kettle to boil, walking from your car to the office, sitting at traffic lights. These weren't dramatic revelations. They were micro moments I'd been rushing through for years. The weight of warm laundry against my chest. The exact sound my coffee maker makes when it's finished brewing. That split second of quiet before I open my laptop each morning. Even brief pauses functioned as resets, interrupting stress accumulation and promoting smoother transitions between roles. I realized I'd been treating these as empty spaces to fill or obstacles to overcome, when they were actually the richest parts of my day. Think of that warm laundry moment I described, when you finally noticed the weight and warmth against your chest instead of rushing to fold it. Comment your answer below. Now let's explore what happens when you start building this awareness into a daily practice. But here's what makes this challenge even harder than it was for previous generations. Our attention spans have contracted dramatically. Research shows users below 25 now shift focus every 39 seconds, down from 47 seconds in 2020. We're not just fighting our brain's natural tendency to adapt to good things. We're fighting algorithms specifically designed to hijack that adaptation process. Social media platforms use what researchers call variable reward schedules, the same mechanism that makes slot machines addictive. Every scroll promises something better just one swipe away, keeping your brain in a constant state of seeking the next hit of novelty. The result is that I find myself rushing through those very moments that used to anchor my day, scanning for the next piece of stimulation instead of settling into what's actually happening right now. 6 years into this practice, I noticed the speed of distraction had accelerated dramatically. My attention span had contracted. I was shifting focus every 39 seconds now, down from the 47 seconds I managed in 2020. The micro moments I'd learned to catch were becoming harder to hold on to. Even when I deliberately slowed down to notice that coffee brewing sound or the weight of warm laundry, my brain would dart toward my phone within seconds. The algorithm-driven feeds had trained my neural pathways to expect constant novelty, making those quiet appreciation moments feel almost uncomfortable. I'd catch myself rushing through experiences that used to anchor me, scanning for the next hit of stimulation instead of settling into what was happening. It wasn't just that I was busier or more stressed. My actual capacity to rest in the present had been rewired by platforms designed to keep me seeking. The transformation runs deeper than I initially imagined. By 2026, my attention had contracted to just 43 seconds of screen focus, down from the 47 seconds I managed in 2020. But the real shock came when I realized what this meant for those quiet moments I'd worked so hard to cultivate. The same neural pathways that once allowed me to settle into the weight of warm laundry or the sound of brewing coffee were now hijacked by algorithms designed to keep me seeking the next hit of novelty. I'd catch myself mid-appreciation, already reaching for my phone before I'd even fully registered what I was experiencing. The practice hadn't failed. My brain's capacity to rest in the present had been systematically rewired. Yet understanding this gave me something unexpected. Permission to be gentler with myself when those moments felt harder to hold, and a clearer target for where to direct my attention training. What shifted wasn't the moments themselves. They were still there, still rich. What shifted was my ability to stay present long enough to feel them. Notice one small thing today that you usually rush through. Really notice it. Subscribe for more on how attention shapes your life.